I am now 69, play tennis, and just retired a year ago. I was visiting my son and his family, and I was taking out the garbage in tennis shoes, which was a big mistake, and went out and took out the garbage, came back in, and slipped on the last step and landed right here on the corner. I couldn't even get up. My son had to come get me and all. We ended up in the emergency room because I was in so much pain. Gave me some medicine for the painkiller, to try to relieve it, which didn't work. They had to do it again. And meanwhile, while they did the x-rays, my son called Dr. Turkula. They're friends from skiing and snowboarding, but he asked him to please look at the x-rays and just to get a second opinion. 10 minutes later, Dr. Turkle, on his day off, came in and examined everything, talked to me for a long time, which I really appreciate. He talked to me directly, not my son. I had 4 fractures. So he asked the people, that the nurses there, that he wanted the following things done besides an x-ray and blood work done in case I had to have surgery. At least all that would be behind me. I wouldn't have to make a second trip. That night he called and said, "Oh, there's no doubt." And this was on December 23rd. And they booked it on December 26th. And I went in and had surgery. But he talked directly to me, explained things to me. He was so kind. That's why I wanted him. I mean, I live in Atlanta. I wanted him. He was wonderful. They end up putting a plate right here and 12 screws just attach the whole thing together. I mean, I've never seen a doctor with the bedside manners like his. I mean, he was just very nice and explained everything. I mean, when I got out of surgery and showed me everything and told me all about it, recommend that I stay in the hospital the first night. He did not want me to fly home right away. He told me he would let me know when's a good time for me to fly because of the altitude would put too much pressure on the arm. I'm not home, my son's house, and stayed there for about 3 more weeks. Dr. Turkle checked on me, called to see how I was doing, even came by to see if I was all right and looked at everything. And then I went in about 2.5 weeks later and they took the stitches out and told me that I could fly, but he explained that I have to wrap the arm and everything for the pressure. I mean, he said, if you really want to fly home, you're going to have to wrap it and beware, it's going to hurt. At least what I appreciate about him, he's honest. This is going to hurt. So you don't feel like, oh, it shouldn't be that way. After 6 weeks, I could go to physical therapy. So I picked up my physical therapy and I could have changed doctors, but I chose not to. And so we had Zoom meetings. I would get x-rays done here and have it sent to him. And then my PT would send him what I'm doing at the time. I was released from physical therapy in August. In September, I went back up and had my x-rays done there. Got to see him for the last time. He was unbelievable. I mean, he could not believe the movement I had. I'm back playing tennis. Exercise, I go to the gym. He was great. Now, the thing I have to tell you is my regular doctor and my physical therapist, after seeing the x-rays and what all has been done, they said I was very, very blessed to have him as my doctor. My physical therapist said, I've never seen such great work surgery wise. My physical therapist and him would correspond back and forth. So he knew what was going on. My physical therapist knew what he saw, what the Dr. Turkle saw. It was great. He was wonderful. He's very kind. He listens to your questions and answers them and explains everything. Every x-ray he would show me what he is looking for, but it's not worth the pain. I'd rather have the surgery any day. And I'll be honest with you, I mean, he's not one to jump into surgery if you don't need it.